I just downloaded the new ChatGPT Atlas browser and it's pretty crazy. I'm going to run a test. I'm going to see if it can apply to jobs for me on LinkedIn. This is my LinkedIn account. I'm just going to simply ask it to apply for jobs for me using the easy apply option. See if it can just do that for me. Before I do that, real fast, I want to tell you about hireanaiddev.com. If you go here, you can hire me for as little as $300 a month. I'm blown away by how fast I can build projects now. So if you want something built really quickly, really cheaply, you can go to hireanaiddev.com. All right, so let's go ahead and test this out. I'm going to go to Ask ChatGPT something. It's in agent mode. I'm going to say apply to linked in jobs for me, only the easy apply ones. I'm on my LinkedIn now. That's all I'm going to say. And let's run this test, see if it works. I haven't tried this out before. All right. It's asking to use my browser. I'm going to say, okay. Go for it. All right. It has taken over my browser. It's preparing to assist me. It says, all right, it successfully clicked on jobs. This is going to be so great. I'm just going to have it like apply to thousands of jobs for me. Maybe I'm probably destroying LinkedIn right now. Okay. So it says, before I start applying, could you let me know what kind of roles and locations you're interested in? I'm going to say remote only. I'll just say I'm a full stack developer with a lot of React and Expo. Well, I'll say React Native and Node.js and SQL experience. I'll actually say, here's my resume. I'll just give it my resume real fast. Again, this is probably going to ruin LinkedIn forever, so you should not do this. All right, here's my resume. I'm going to put it there. So I'll say again, here's my resume so you know my skill set. I have 7 years of experience. All right, let's see if this works. All right, it just took over the browser again. It says it's considering my requests. Okay, it's looking for a full stack developer, React, Node. All right, so it has gone to the search job page for me. Let's see what it does. I did say easy apply. Okay, it selected easy apply for me. This is just crazy. All right, let's see how well this works. See if it actually will go through applying using easy apply. It's changing the location for me. Instead of just the United States, I'm assuming it's about to say remote, and it did. All right, let's see if that works. All right, it looks like it did work. Okay. Well, it said typing remote didn't do anything. Okay, so it had trouble doing that, but all right, it's now officially easy applying for me. Let's see if it will know how to scroll down. So this is definitely taking longer than it would normally take me. But hey, if I could leave this on in the background, that would be great. It actually successfully chose my city. All right, it says it's continuing with the application. All right, so now it got to the next part successfully. We'll see if it just knows how to put in the LinkedIn. It probably won't. I'm assuming it's going to ask me. Oh, wow. It found my LinkedIn without me even having to tell it what it was. That was crazy. Okay. I was going to say there's this take control feature that you can click to stop letting the AI browse for you and tell it something, but it just found out what my LinkedIn was for me. I don't know how it did that. Maybe it saw it on my resume. Okay, so now it's stopped and it's asking me these specific questions, which it needs to know. I'll just say I am a US citizen eligible to work anywhere in the US. And it's asking me for my level of experience. I'll say I have 7 years of experience in both front end and back end. I think that should answer all the questions it needs. I think it got a little confused because I scrolled down a little bit. I'm going to scroll back up and see if it can get started again. And actually, it's asking me more questions. All right, so I answered their questions. So far, this is not something that could run in the background, but I feel like if I gave it some more instructions, maybe it would do well. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and try that out. I'll say from now on, just keep going. Do not stop to ask me questions. Just answer to the best of your ability. Let's see if it doesn't stop to ask me questions anymore. So the goal with this is to be able to have this running in the background while I'm doing other work. That's kind of the point of an AI browser. You want it to be able to do things for you while you're working on other things. If you're having to be here yourself, it's kind of pointless. You might as well be doing it yourself. And here is a new question it's asking that I have not answered yet. I'm hoping that the AI will just answer it for me. It's asking, were you referred to this role by a current employee? I'm hoping it just says no. And actually, it's asking me how much I want to make. That is something I want to. Also, in the future, if asked how much I want to make as a salary, I'll say the number. All right. So hopefully that is all the questions they need answered with my resume and my answer to the questions. Hopefully the AI knows enough. And if it does, this conversation is saved so I can always run it again in the background. All right. So it just successfully answered all the questions. Now let's see if it will submit the application. It's interesting. This is an AI company. So maybe I'll get extra points for applying using AI. Maybe I'll let them know that I actually used AI to apply to their AI job. Okay, it says it completed the application. It's asking for me to review it. I'm going to say submit the application, and in the future, always submit the application without asking me. And I'm going to say my goal with using you is to have you apply to jobs for me in the background while I work on other stuff. I don't want to have to approve of anything. Just do everything for me. So hopefully this is enough context data to have it just do everything for me. Let's see how that does. All right, so it just successfully submitted an application. I looked at my timer. It's at about 17 minutes, okay? So it took about 17 minutes to apply to a job for me. Normally, if this were me, it would have taken me maybe 5 minutes. So it's taking like 4 times longer. However, the goal again is to have this running in the background. So I'm going to see if it will click done and go ahead and apply to another job. And I'm assuming now that I've answered all the questions that it had, it probably could apply to a new job every 10 minutes or so. So if I kept this running for a normal workday of 8 to 10 hours, it maybe could apply to 50 jobs a day for me, is what I'm thinking. Let's see how it does. And maybe in the future, I could say just apply to the jobs that came out within the past 30 days. And I think I will actually say that because it's applying to a job that's like a year old. Just apply to jobs posted in the past 30 days. So let's see if it noticed that it applied for an older job. So I'm going to go ahead and take control real fast and exit out of that, discard. And now I'll say resume. All right, so it's successfully added the filter of the past 1 month. All right, so it's starting another application. I will let you know how long this one takes. And while we're waiting, again, if you would like me to build something really fast for you, I'm really great at building simple MVPs really fast. Normally, I can build something within 10 to 40 hours. You can kind of have a product idea that you've had in your head. You can have it built using hireanaidev.com. If you go to hireanaidev.com, that's where you can hire me to build something for you. And let's go back to see how it's doing over here, applying. Okay, and it's looking like it's asking for my approval again. So it may not submit applications for me without my approval. However, it did fill out the application for me. So I have multiple screens up. I could have it on one screen applying, and then whenever it's ready to submit, I'll just say submit and continue. But it was really interesting. This one only took about 3 minutes. So maybe could actually apply to a lot more jobs. All right, so there you go. It looks like ChatGPT Atlas can actually apply to jobs for you on LinkedIn. Again, I've probably just ruined LinkedIn. There's probably just going to be a lot of AI bots applying to jobs for people. Sorry, LinkedIn. But it is just getting crazy what AI is able to do. It literally can use a web browser for you. It can apply to jobs for you. One of the downsides of using an AI browser is I've noticed it takes up like a lot of resources on your computer. So you can only really maybe have one running at a time. So like one AI agent in a web browser at a time. But there are some little unique things you can have running in the background that I've been surprised that I can find that I can have an AI agent do for me while I'm working on other things. Let us know what you think about it in the comments below. Have you seen any other usages? Are there any other ways that you've used AI browsers? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you'd like to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.